Hi, how can we write the number 0.01983 to one decimal place, two significant figures, three decimal places to the nearest whole number, or in standard form? If we take the number 0.01983 to write it to one decimal place, this is the decimal point. To one decimal place simply means we can look at the digit, the first digit after the decimal point. This digit is at the first decimal place. Therefore, all we need to do is to draw a vertical stroke after that digit, and we consider the digit immediately after that stroke. If that digit is less than 1, like we have here, then it simply means that we truncate everything. We abandon everything, including that digit and all the other digits after. But if that digit is 5 and more, then we will round it up to 1 and add to the digit just before the stroke. All right, now in this exercise, the digit immediately after the first decimal place is less than 5. So it simply means we truncate everything. Everything there is thrown away, and our result is 0.0, which is as good as 0. Therefore, this number to one decimal place is 0. That same number to two significant figures. We know significant figures. With significant figures, the digits 1 to 9 are all significant. But an issue is with the digit 0. There are situations where the digit 0 is significant and situations where the digit 0 is not significant. When the digit 0 is sandwiched between significant figures, then that digit 0 automatically becomes significant. On the other hand, if the digit 0 is not sandwiched between significant figures 1 to 9, then that digit 0 is not significant. So in our number given here, 0.01983, we have digit 0 here, digit 0 here. This 0 is not sandwiched between significant figures. This 0 is not sandwiched between significant figures. So automatically these two digits 0, 0 here are non-significant, so they cannot be counted. And so our first significant figure is this figure 1, the digit 1. And then the second significant figure is the digit 9, 8, and 3, and so on. So we are asked to approximate this number to two significant figures. So we will not start here, we'll start here. This is the first significant figure, second significant figure. And so we draw a vertical stroke immediately after the second significant figure. And we consider the digit immediately after that stroke. Again, this digit is, this time around, this digit is above 5. So we're going to round it up to 1 and add to the digit immediately before the stroke, this one. When we add 1 to 9, it becomes 2. It becomes 10. And so we will write 0 there. We'll write 0 there and carry 1 and add to the digit before that 9. So our result simply becomes 0.02. So this number to two significant figures will be 0.02. The same number approximated to three decimal places. Approximating this number to three decimal places. This is the first decimal place, second decimal place, third decimal place. We draw a vertical stroke and consider the digit. Immediately after that vertical stroke, it is above 5. So we run it up to 1 and put here. It becomes 10. Run it up to 1 and put here. And so that answer becomes 0.02. So you see that number to three decimal place is the same as that number approximated to two significant figures. What about that number approximated to the nearest whole number? Now, to the nearest whole number, we know that the whole number in a decimal number are all digits before the decimal point. So when we say to the nearest whole number, then we are talking about the digit just before the decimal point. The digit just before the decimal point. All right, so this is the digit. This is where we have the whole number part. And so again, we'll look at the digit immediately after the vertical stroke. You see it is less than 5. And so it simply means that we throw away everything after the decimal point. And so that number to the nearest whole number will simply be 0. Lastly, writing that number in standard form. In standard form, we know that a number in standard form has the nature a multiplied to 10 to the power n, where a is a number less than or equal to 1, but strictly less than 10. And n is an integer. A is a number greater than 1 and strictly less than 10. Strictly less than 10. So, to write that number in standard form, what we need to do is to move the decimal points to the right so that we can create our A, knowing the definition of A. So this decimal point, if we move it here, it will be 0.19. 0.19, you can see it's not up to 1, but A is 1 and above. So we have to move it again to the next point. So that here, if the decimal point is here, we'll have 1.9. 1.9 is more than 1 and is less than 10. Now, if someone made the error to continue to move to the next position, then the person will be having 19.8. 19.8 is clearly more than 10, and so that will be wrong. So the only position, right position of our decimal point will be this position. So we'll move the decimal point 2 places to the right to obtain 1.983. And since we have gone 2 places to the right, the power of 10 is negative. And so that number, this number in standard form, will be 1.983 multiplied to 10 to the power negative 2.